Hi, I'm Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. Today I'm going to talk to you all about feeding your plants. Now, some of us who are new to gardening might not even know that this is a thing, but by feeding your plants, ultimately you'll get healthier, stronger plants with more flowers in the long run, which is definitely what we want. So I was quite new to feeding plants, I didn't really know it was a thing, so I wanted to share a few things that I've learned about feeding plants in the hope that it will help you have stronger and better plants. So first of all, there are so many different feeds that you can get. There are loads of different brands. I've got a new one from Vitax, which is an organic plant food, and I've also kindly been sent some from the lovely team at Plant Grow as well. So they've sent me their tomato feed and their natural fertilizer feed, and I'll go on to talk about the difference and how to use them in a little bit. But the best way to use feed is to get a watering can and dilute it. Most of them are similar, kind of usually a capful in a full watering can, but look at the back because every single one will have specific instructions depending which one you buy. So why do we feed plants? Yes, they make healthy and stronger plants, but how does it work? So plants need three things. They need nitrogen for really strong leaf growth. They need phosphorus, which I can never say, for really strong root growth. And then they need potassium for fruit growth, so for flower growth. So that's why we have two different feeds. So your kind of natural fertilizer will be better for getting the leafy growth and the root growth. And then your tomato feed, which is usually called, is good for getting the flowers and the fruit because it is higher in the certain types of nutrients it needs. Now, you don't have to have both, but what you want to be doing is to feed your plants in the early stages, like these ones, if they're in pots particularly, with your natural fertilizer, your seaweed feed, the one that's high in nitrogen and phosphorus, so that you've got really strong leaf growth and root growth. So for now, we'll carry on using that on my sweet peas, but then when they're in the ground and they're starting to flower, I will then move to tomato feed to encourage even more flowers to come through. Now, I hope that hasn't been too confusing, but basically start with your natural fertilizer seaweed feed, then move on to your tomato feed for more flowers. Now, I have a huge confession, I mentioned it in one of my other videos, but I haven't been feeding these autumn sown sweet peas, and you can see they are starting to go yellow, and that's often a sign that your plants or seedlings need some more nutrients. Often go yellow because they're just not getting the nitrogen that they need to create that really strong leafy growth. So I need to make sure that I continue to feed these. And I will do that once a week. And these have been this plant has been in there since autumn, so it's been in there for 6 months. No wonder it's struggling a little bit without the nutrients, because I've mentioned it before, but compost holds up to 6 weeks of nutrients. So my Almi Majus that was sown in autumn isn't doing too bad actually, because I sowed it into trays and then I potted it on into its own individual pot, so it had another 6 weeks of nutrients with all of that fresh compost around. But it's important I start to feed these now. Also things like cosmos seedlings, so if you started your cosmos off in kind of late February, early March, you might, now that it's mid-April, start to, or soon when it's mid-April, sorry, you might want to start feeding them. You can do it after 4 weeks if you want to. It won't harm them whatsoever, but obviously you use up more of your feed. But these do generally go a nice long way, so they're a good investment. For sort of £6 to £8 you get really strong healthy plants, and definitely worth it. And I really noticed the difference of using seaweed feed and then tomato feed on my sweet peas this year, and I had so many more flowers, so I was really pleased with that. So I will continue to water these and feed them throughout the season, so not only just when they're in pots, but also when they're in the ground. I might go around with my watering can once a week, usually on a Friday, and give them an extra dose. I hope that was helpful. I'll be doing little reminders on when I'm feeding my plants, and hopefully you can join in too. Like I say, loads of different brands. I haven't tried Plant Grow yet, but I'm really excited to try it because I love all of their other products. And I also got sent and was gifted this one from Vitax as well, which is their new organic one, which I'm also going to try as well. If you've got any questions, then let me know, and hopefully I've converted a few of you into thinking about feeding your plants this summer. Thanks so much for watching.